Here's the question no one wants to ask. Why does Islam, a religion that claims to reject idolatry, center one of its holiest rituals around a rock? This isn't some baseless accusation. The Black Stone is at the very heart of Islamic tradition. But when you dig into its history, its pagan origins, and what Islamic texts actually say, the truth gets uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Today, we're uncovering what the Black Stone really is, where it came from, and why it raises serious questions about the core of Islamic worship. The Black Stone, known in Arabic as Al-Hajar al-Aswad, is set into the eastern corner of the Kaaba, the cube-shaped structure at the center of the Grand Mosque in Mecca. Muslims around the world face the Kaaba during prayer, and those performing the pilgrimage are instructed to walk around it 7 times. But more than just a landmark, the Black Stone holds sacred status. Muslims believe it descended from paradise, originally pure white, but turned black by the sins of mankind. It's about the size of a melon, broken into several pieces and held together by a silver frame. During the Hajj and Umrah rituals, pilgrims try to kiss or touch the stone, emulating the Prophet Muhammad. Where does this ritual come from? According to Sahih al-Bukhari 1610 and Sahih Muslim 1270, Muhammad personally kissed the Black Stone. This act became part of Islamic pilgrimage rites. Later traditions, such as in Jami at-Tirmidhi 961, record that the Black Stone will come forth on the day of resurrection with 2 eyes with which it sees and a tongue with which it speaks, and it will testify in favor of everyone who touched it in truth. That's not metaphor. According to Islamic belief, this stone will literally speak on Judgment Day. Even Umar ibn al-Khattab, the second caliph of Islam, is quoted in Sahih al-Bukhari 1597 as saying, "By Allah, I know that you are only a stone and can neither harm nor benefit anyone. Had I not seen the Prophet kissing you, I would not have kissed you." This isn't fringe folklore. These are core Islamic sources, and the ritual is carried out by millions every year. The Black Stone is venerated, kissed and honored, not for hygiene, not for history, but for supposed spiritual merit. But here's the tension. If Islam condemns idolatry, why is an inanimate rock, set into a cube once filled with pagan idols, being touched, kissed, and promised a role in divine judgment? And that's where the deeper problem begins. Long before Muhammad was born, the Kaaba stood as a center of pagan worship in Arabia. It wasn't a monotheistic shrine, it was a polytheistic hub, filled with idols of tribal gods and spirits. Islamic tradition itself admits this. According to Sahih al-Bukhari 2478, the Kaaba once housed 360 idols, one for each day of the lunar year. And the Black Stone? It wasn't introduced by Muhammad. It had already been venerated by pagan tribes for centuries. The stone likely served as a Baytul, a sacred rock believed to house a deity's presence, a common object of worship in pre-Islamic Arabia and across the ancient Near East. Early Arab pagans would circumambulate the Kaaba, offer prayers and perform rituals, many of which Muhammad kept, only reframing them within an Islamic narrative. Islamic historian Al-Azraqi, in his work Akhbar Makkah, confirms that the Black Stone was honored and touched by the pagans during their pilgrimages. And even the placement of the stone into the Kaaba's wall was done during Muhammad's early life, before his prophethood, when Quraysh tribes renovated the shrine. Muhammad helped place it, but the tradition and reverence were already established. What does this mean? It means the core of one of Islam's most sacred rituals, kissing the Black Stone, circling the Kaaba, originates in paganism, not monotheism. These weren't divine commandments revealed from heaven. They were existing religious practices, repurposed and given new meaning. And this isn't just about influence. This is about continuity. The same rock, the same site, the same physical rituals, kept alive under a different theological label, but the object remains the same.